Right, so I have a crack on my header down in the where the elbow is, down where the manifold comes out, elbow. I have my oops. I'm gonna weld it together. I have my multimatic, multimatic 200. I'm using a flux core. I'm using a flux core wire. I don't think it's a a Lincoln 211, but I think it's a equivalent to a Lincoln 211 030 wire. I set it to 18 gauge thickness. Actually, let's look at the crack. See if we can see it here. Oh, there it is, right there. So right there, you see, right there, that's where the manifold is. It comes out the elbow right there. So that crack, that gap right there, it's a little bit over a 1/16 of an inch. I would say just a tad over a 1/16 of an inch. So I'm gonna leave everything in place, and I'm just gonna tack it. I'm gonna try to put as many tacks as I can, so that way it doesn't distort too much in there. So I'm gonna get it from up here, from this angle up here. My torch is it bends over, so I can reach from the top. So that's one side, and I can reach it from the bottom. So I think I could probably only do those 2 tacks. I don't think I could do any more than that. But anyways, so everything tacks in place, so that way there's no stress. It has no since it's already there. It's for the most part, the metal should more or less be relaxed. Because if I take it off and put it together, it won't be able to have that same gap. Chances are it's going to be closer or farther, or the angle might be just slightly off. So when I mount it on and I bolt everything down, since everything's not perfectly lined up, it's going to be kind of stressed a little bit, and there's going to be a little bit of a tension on it, and that's going to cause it to crack again in the future. But the way it is right now, there's no tension on the pipe at all. It's just sitting there relaxed. The only tension that's going to be on it is basically the expansion and contrasting of the metal when from the welding. That's about it. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to film this because the space is so tight. So I'm probably going to finish tacking it, then I take it out, and I could show you the rest of the tack. And I'm not going to film the actual weld itself. And I know people that do that, online and stuff. But what happens is that the brightness of the arc is so high that over time you actually burn out the sensor on your camera. I don't necessarily want to do that. I could put a welding lens in front of the lens of the camera, but that's just too much work. So I'm gonna do everything and show you guys afterwards. So I'm actually gonna put on some shoes. I think you just saw me wearing sandals, flip-flops. That's what I normally wear, but I'm gonna put on some shoes, and I have my welding helmet right here and everything. My all the tools I need. All right, so I'm gonna have at that, and stay tuned.